This is KNX, the voice of Hollywood. At this time, we present Reverend Charles E. Fuller in his regular Heart-to-Heart Hour broadcast.
Friends in Radioland, a big, hearty Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. Now, tonight, the Radio Revival Heart-to-Heart Hour services, which are coming to you over KNX, the voice of Hollywood, are dedicated to the Baptist young people of Albany, Oregon, and also to the young people of Lenore, Idaho. And the young people at Albany, I received a letter from one of the members stating that they're going to have their society all fixed up like a room in a home, with a fireplace and a Christmas tree and other things to give it the appearance of a home. And so they're having the services there at Albany. And then I understand there's a splendid group of young people gathered in a home at Lenore. And so we dedicate graciously and gladly the services tonight to you, dear young people, out in Radioland. I'm going to ask the choir to open up tonight with a Christmas number entitled Hark the Herald Angels Sing, with Mr. Harkness at the piano, Mr. Miller directing the Fountain Avenue Baptist Choir. Fine. I could just hear the young people up at Albany, Oregon, and Lenore, Idaho, singing with us. Next Sunday evening, the services are going to be dedicated to a Sunday school class, or rather, the entire Sunday school at Tuttle, Idaho. We have friends far and wide. In the studio with us tonight is Mr. Goling of Gull Lake, Saskatchewan, Canada. We're mighty glad to have friends from the Canadian country come down and visit with us here in the studio. And I just wish you could see everybody here in the studio on this Sunday evening prior to the Christmas season. Everybody's so happy and just ready to sing right out into your hearts. And we're going to have a great time tonight on the air. And I want the choir to sing another Christmas number at this time, "O Come All Ye Faithful." And we're going to dedicate this song to Mrs. Bessie Farrington of Eugene, Oregon, aunt of Mrs. Fuller. All right.
Thank you.
Everybody happy out in Radio Land tonight? This is a wonderful season, and we have a wonderful privilege of singing and preaching the gospel out into your homes and into your hearts tonight. Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 3:30, remember the prophetic lamp hour, which comes to you over KNX and also over KSFO San Francisco. And Thursday, beginning Thursday, January the 2nd, that is a week from this Thursday, we're planning to start the radio Bible class on the hookup of the Western Network also, coupling in with KSFO San Francisco. We're going to begin a series on the book of Leviticus, and we're preparing lesson leaflets to send out to all who are on our mailing list with instructions as to how to have those lesson leaflets continue to be sent to you if you so desire to have them. Now, this coming Thursday, on the Thursday afternoon, 3 to 3:30, a very dear friend of mine, Evangelist W.E. Peach, will have the hour. Mr. Fuller and I are going to try to slip away for a couple of days' rest over the Christmas period. And Sunday morning, over another local station here in Southern California, those of you who are living in this section, tune in 11 to 12. We're taking a study on the book of Ephesians. And then, of course, next Sunday night, Lord willing, the radio revival, 6:30 to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time over KNX. Now, you folks in Radio Land, how rich we are tonight. Mrs. Fuller and I are rich in your friendship. I don't know when we've received so many appreciative letters, and it just moves our hearts to think that you folks out in Radio Land appreciate this radio revival hour so much. And so many of you have requested our picture that, well, we're just simply swamped in the office and trying to fill those requests, and we'll get them out to you just as quickly as we can. And if any of you would like to have our picture, why, just send in a card or a letter stating that request. We'll be glad to send you one just as quickly as we can. And because we are somewhat swamped in the office with the mailing, it'll be necessary for us to delay the little pamphlet giving the keys to the different books, the 66 books. We're going to have to delay that until after the first of the year. I'm enlarging that book and making it a little Christian worker's handbook on outlines of the different books with the theme and key words, giving you just a little insight into those books from Genesis to Revelation for your help. And I'll be glad to mail them to you if you request them, and we'll mail them to you sometime after the first of the year. They have not yet gone to the printers. Now, we have heart-to-heart talks, which are devotional in character, that we mail out every 2 weeks to those whose names are on our mailing list, and we'd be glad to include you in our family of radio friends. My, what a family we have. And we're just glad to be co-workers together with you. And if you'd like to have these, just send us your name and address requesting the heart-to-heart talks, and mail all communications to Reverend Charles E. Fuller, Post Office Box 123, Los Angeles, California. And now this is a Christmas season, and I'm going to ask Mr. Harkness at this time to give us a number on the piano, some Christmas chimes, Bob, will you? All right, Mr. Harkness. We've just heard Mr. Harkness playing a Christmas number. We're very happy to have Mr. Harkness with us in these services on the Radio Revival Hour. Now, this is the Sunday before Christmas, and I know that hundreds of you are listening in up in the sections of the country where it's cold and wintry outside, and no doubt you're gathered in the home around the lighted Christmas tree, and perhaps some of you have the old base burner just going and roaring away in your home, and you're no doubt in the parlor on this Sunday evening listening to the services. Of course, down here in Hollywood, we call it the drawing room. At least I understand they do, but Mrs. Fuller and I still call it the parlor. And we just hope that you have a lot of Christmas cheer this year. But, you know, in some homes tonight, I'm sure that there are lonely hearts. Some of you have some empty chairs. Some loved ones have gone on or spending their first Christmas in the glory above. And I'm going to ask the choir to sing at this time a song, God Will Take Care of You. We're going to dedicate this to Grandma Garnett of Leavenworth, Washington, and for Mrs. H. Cleveland of Sebastopol, California, and for the mother of Mildred Rappel of Meridian, Idaho. And you just sing it right out into their hearts, won't you? All right.